clean, good-lined gymnast. Doesn't do the super powerful, high-flying stuff that you see from some of the other athletes.
Saskia, what do you think of when you think of men's vault compared to what you did?
Well, I did a much easier vault than any of the competitors here. So, you know, the horse is definitely high, a little bit higher than on the women's side, but they get so high up in the air, which allows them to do extra flips and extra twists, which is so much more fun to watch for me.
And he's actually capable, I would say. I'm certain he trains that with an extra half turn like we've seen from some of the other athletes.
As he just said, because I understand Russian, he is working a 2.5 twist.
There you go.
Wow, that's value right there. Okay, so remember Elizabeth Price. She was the alternate. And when the alternate, you don't march, you don't get the bag of goodies, you don't get all the good stuff. She wants the Brazilian good stuff.
Absolutely.
And if you want to see high flying, you want to watch Elizabeth Price on the bars.
First time I was ever in a gymnastics gym. It was 1980. It was in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Really?
Bill and Donna Strauss. Think about it, 1980. And since then, to this moment, and with her, they have turned out great gymnast after great gymnast.
Kristen Maloney, Hope Spivey, Kim Kelly. She flies high, though, as we said. Big release. Has a nice line.
One of my favorite combinations that's done here today.
That was great. She is the leader. Had that huge vault in rotation 1 for the women. Oh, what a fighter. What a fighter.
That's Donna Strauss.
Yeah, Donna Strauss has told me sometimes we need to point her in the right direction, but most of the time with her husband, Bill Strauss, she says that Evie is pointing us in the direction and saying, let's go.
How much do they want it? How much do they want a gymnast to give them a ticket to the Olympic Games? Let's go back and show you what happened at the Olympic trials.
And she placed 4th in the all-around at the final Olympic trials.
Now at that moment, I think they thought maybe they had made it.
Yeah, no, it was close. And Bill, it's all about the kids for Bill and Donna Strauss, and it shows great compassion. He's not crying yet, but if she wins, I guarantee there'll be another cry.
You know, as you get older, I think you learn to cherish. And now here's Sergio Sasaki, and you know what he's thinking about 2 years from now, being in a room like this and hearing the loudest roar he's ever heard.
Absolutely. And he's good enough to actually go and compete in 2016 on an event like this and win a medal. He was 5th at the last World Championship. Super hard. The hardest vault we're seeing in the competition. Handspring double front with a half turn.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
Talk about high and far.
Wow.
And from Pennsylvania to Greensboro, North Carolina, Elizabeth Price trying to win an American Cup, and a 15.2 may help her do that. You're watching NBC Sports.
The only thing this man doesn't have is an Olympic gold medal. And that's what drives him. He was taking this meet very seriously. Came out a week and a half early and has been training with Sam McCulloch at the University of Michigan. He possibly tells me that he'll do a guest semester next year at some point. Very strong routine, little slow on that dismount, but he gets it around.
When we first saw him, he wore glasses and didn't have to shave. Now he's a real warrior.
Absolutely. And you know, Nastia, he's coached by his dad as well. He says it's been challenging.
It has, especially as he's gotten older, he says, trying to make his own training plan, and said, you know, I think I should listen to my dad.
Now, Nastia, can you talk about the beam without cursing?
I think the most important thing about the beam is the deep sigh of relief as soon as it's over.
Tricky mount right there.
New combination.
She would have wanted to keep her body a little bit more stretched throughout that.
So if the judges are being strict, they could definitely not only deduct but devalue that skill.
Absolutely. Ooh, all those little balance checks. Another one right there. I talked with her coach right before the meet. He says it's not what you can do, not the different skills. It's all about what you don't give away. That's what they were looking for, and so far she has given away a few too many tenths on this beam routine. It's a solid exercise, just when you have someone like Elizabeth Price at the top of the leaderboard who has already got a lead, you can't open up that door at all.
Brand new dismount here for Brenna. Round off to a double back.
So now, see, what's more important? The two bobbles to Marta Caroli, or the way that she fought through the two bobbles?
Definitely the way she fought through. You know, I think especially at a competition like this where the pressure is high for her, it's all about fighting through. And this was a new routine for her, starting off with the mount. You don't really see that many girls doing these difficult mounts anymore, and she did. Was supposed to connect it into a jump, but like you said, she fought through it.
So look at the feet here, and you see those things, those talons. They just squeeze that balance beam.
That's a great word.
Dismount. Once again, you gotta land with your chest up. You see how she's down? Depending upon the judging panel, that could be about 3/10 of a point.
Yeah, the scoring is very tough today, isn't it? Another 14 for Hamburg and 14.866. And that's a cautionary tale, that score. Be careful, you may be headed in the wrong direction. It's time to shift directions as we will, and continuing with the 2014 AT&T American Cup in Greensboro, North Carolina. Live from New York, it's Saturday night with host Jim Parsons and musical guest Beck. An all-new Saturday Night Live later tonight on NBC. And the judges were really hard on Brenna Dowell, 13.333. Did she deserve that?
You know, I think it was a little bit low, but she did, like Tim said, she gave up so many little tenths here and there. Every single skill seemed to have a balance check, and you know, not the best dismount as well. Chest was low, step on the landing, but it was a little harsh.
Sam McCulloch has a pretty big lead, almost 7/10. And I guess, Tim, he just wants to avoid the big mistake.
Absolutely, without a doubt. And, you know, he shouldn't have a problem here. But this young man has some lofty goals on his bucket list. Win Olympic gold. Be the best gymnast in the world. And after all, he is a digital age kid. He wants 1 million hits on YouTube. Very nicely done. Another release right here. Super cool. He just is so calm and he doesn't panic. And it's so attractive. Oh my God, I just jinxed him. That was a pretty big error. Wow, that skill was actually supposed to go he was supposed to not go down to his upper arms.
Now, how much will that cost him, Tim? Is that the same as a fall or be a little bit less?
No, it's not a fall. It's actually, luckily for Sam, that skill is in the code of points. So you'll see it right here. He's supposed to grab the bar and stay up, but he kind of flubs that, and he only does a straddle cut with one leg, which is not a move. So, you know, that really opens the door for the judges right here, because basically he's swinging his body back and then forward while not doing an element, and they could take deductions on both sides of that.
Still smiling his way through it. But the plot does thicken. Meanwhile, last night at the Lucan Cup, a gold medal heartwarming story unfolded. Andrea Joyce has more. Andrea?
All right, Al, you know, Mary Lou Retton, the only woman to win 3 American Cups, but it was her daughter McKenna who stole the spotlight last night, the co-champion of the Nastia Lucan Cup. Such a tight competition. Were you intentionally trying to give your mother gray hair?
Well, personally, my goal was to come in and just hit for 4. I wasn't expecting to even place at all, and it got the best of me, and I happened to win.
And what was it like to be a part of such a close competition like that? It's such a big event.
Well, I compete with Mackenzie Brannon, who I tied with for first a lot in just invitationals in Texas. So I'm used to competing against her, but I mean, this was really close.
And Mary Lou, for you, you're no stranger to competitive drama, but how different is it to watch your kid out there?
I totally embarrassed myself. No, it's just, it is so different watching your child. I am so nervous. I just want her to do so well. And I told her, go out there and attack the floor, enjoy this night. But I am terrible because I usually do it in private, you know, and not on national TV.
She doesn't embarrass you, does she?
No, I mean, I love the support she gives me, but yeah.
All right, well, congratulations on a great night. It was great fun to watch you both.
Thank you.
Al?
I don't know whether to talk to you as a father. I don't know whether to talk to you because you had DNA. Did you ever think that you had gymnastics DNA on your side?
You know, I never thought about it until you guys started bringing that up.
Okay, so and how hard is it for you to watch Pete when he's doing gymnastics?
It's like torture. It's the hardest thing you do.
All right, so Nastia, you ponder that while Shogo Nonomura goes. And Mikulak, a 14.7.
Yeah, and actually, they could have been a little bit tougher on Sam. But this is a place where Shogo, he is tremendous on parallel bars. And he could cut that lead that Sam Mikulak has over him almost all the way if he's perfect. Nice look on everything that he does. Beautiful release, kicks his legs out. Really an exhausting routine. Same skill we saw from Sam, where he had his problems, no problem there. That was fabulous. Really, really good. There were a couple of handstands where he kind of overarched, but I'll tell you what, this kid, he's a keeper.
More sportsmanship, international sportsmanship here today in North Carolina.